Today I'm going to tell you how you can get almost any LEGO Technic set for cheaper than retail price. Many sellers are completely independent from LEGO, so they have the freedom to price their sets however they want. The method I'm about to show you works for the vast majority of all the LEGO Technic sets you ever wanted. By the end of this video, you will be an expert. But before we get started, I'd like to thank Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of legendary classes. In order to advance your LEGO Technic building skills, I highly recommend exploring mechanical engineering and pneumatics. The latter is a fascinating concept in LEGO Technic, so I highly recommend learning about pneumatics on Skillshare. One class that heavily interests me is called iPhone Photography, How to Shoot and Edit Conceptual Photos on Your iPhone, taught by Emily Sasgear. So far, I've watched several videos, and my biggest takeaway from this class so far is learning to professionally edit photos on my iPhone. Skillshare has absolutely zero ads, and with an annual subscription, it's less than $10 a month. However, you can get a completely free trial of Skillshare as long as you're one of the first 1,000 people to use the link in the description of this video. There are 3 key stores you should keep an eye on: eBay, Bricklink, and Mercari. Larger stores like Amazon, Walmart, or Target don't usually sell their sets cheaper than retail at a bargain, so purchasing at larger stores isn't worth it. In order to get the best deal possible, you must look at sealed sets on all 3 of the following services and compare prices to find the cheapest option. First, let me tell you about the crucial hidden aspects of Bricklink. When purchasing any LEGO Technic set on Bricklink, you must set the condition to new and sealed. Then, when browsing through the listings, you have to keep in mind that although the grand total usually results in being less than retail price, the prices you see here are not what you actually pay. It's extremely rare to find free shipping on Bricklink, and the shipping cost is almost never stated on the actual listing. So in reality, you will be paying the seller list price plus the mystery shipping cost. So the grand total of this seller might actually be less than the grand total of the first seller, even though the first seller's listing is cheaper. To find the best possible price, I highly recommend contacting at least 3 sellers and get their estimating shipping costs. Then you can use their estimates for price comparison. But although Bricklink may not be the cheapest option, its main benefit is that all of its sellers are huge LEGO fans. So there is about a 90% chance of the box being in much better condition than if you purchased it on eBay or Mercari. LEGO Technic is such an interesting theme, and if you want to learn all about which sets to buy, the rarest pieces of all time, and so much more, then make sure to subscribe so that way you can learn all about LEGO Technic. But no pressure, no pressure. But what about eBay? Is it any cheaper than Bricklink? Well, I would say yes and no. Although the main listings are usually priced higher than the ones on Bricklink, sometimes you can find better deals on eBay than on Bricklink. eBay is also much more transparent about the total cost of a LEGO set, providing the shipping cost on the front of the listing. However, the single greatest advantage of eBay over any other service are the auctions. On auctions, you can usually find sets that are much cheaper than retail price. For example, I bought the LEGO Technic Rescue Hovercraft 42120 on eBay at an auction for only $28, and the shipping was completely free. So I essentially saved $2 by buying from eBay as opposed to the official LEGO store. This isn't the best example of saving money, as $2 really isn't much at all. However, I once saw an eBay auction with 0 bids on the LEGO Mindstorms NXT 2.0 set, which was completely brand new and sealed, and its starting price was only $200. So if I wanted to get that set, all I would have to do is bid something like $205, and boom, the set would be mine. To put that into perspective, the same set sealed goes for about $250 on Bricklink, and that's not including the shipping cost. Again, it's all about comparing prices. If you can find an eBay listing or auction that is less than the original retail price or less than the same market value on Bricklink, then you should use eBay. Finally, let me tell you about Mercari, which is my favorite service to use out of the 3. Not only is the shipping cost stated on the front, but actually, most of the time, is completely free. And on top of that, many of the LEGO Technic sets sold here are cheaper than on any other platform. For example, the legendary LEGO Technic 6x6 Volvo articulated hauler is sold right here on Mercari, and the set is completely brand new and factory sealed while also having free shipping, and it sells for only $230. However, However, this is still comparable to the listings on eBay. I still haven't told you the best part about Mercari. If you use my special link, you will get $10 off your first purchase. Meaning, if you use Mercari for the first time with my link, you can get the LEGO Technic 6x6 Volvo articulated hauler for only $220. And that's a guaranteed price. Although on Bricklink the listings might seem a little bit cheaper, keep in mind that there are plenty of hidden mystery costs. Once I bought a Lego set on Bricklink which was listed for about $147, and I had to pay a grand total of about $194. Still cheaper than retail price, but much more expensive than the original listing. This is why I highly recommend Mercari over Bricklink, since on Mercari, the price you see is pretty much the same one you pay. On Mercari, you can also find the LEGO Technic remote-controlled stunt racer set number 42095 sold for only $85, which is less than the retail price of $100. And even though the shipping here is about $8, if you use my special link and this is your first purchase on Mercari, you can actually save about $2 from the original listing, which is incredibly cool. My final tip for you is to regularly check all 3 of these stores at least once a week. You never know what deal will come up next. I also highly encourage you to check services like OfferUp and Craigslist. I actually bought the LEGO Mindstorm's Vision Command 9731 for only $20 on OfferUp, and on eBay you'd have to pay at least $30. The set, by the way, was completely brand new and factory sealed. Here are some of my personal safety tips for using services like Craigslist or OfferUp. Number 1, always meet in a public place in front of a large store in a parking lot, for example. Number 2, always meet during daylight hours, never meet at night. And number 3, bring a friend with you. It's always good to have company if things go wrong. If you enjoyed learning about how to buy LEGO Technic sets for cheaper than retail price, then I highly recommend checking out the LEGO Technic price guide, the cheapest sets that are available right now. This is your Unbrick Me here, and I'll see you in the next one.